Hello everybody, welcome back to week number 2 for SketchUp. Now a lot of you did a nice job on their houses last week, but a lot of you had some trouble. A lot of you said that the guy who was talking moved much too fast. So today what I want to do is I want to show you my version of Google SketchUp, and we're going to make a birdhouse. So let's go ahead and follow along. In Google Classroom, first go to Google Drive. Go to Drive. In Google Drive, go to New, More, and then slide down to SketchUp. Make sure that you sign in with Google. Choose your account. And today, again, we're going to use feet and inches. Our birdhouse today is going to be rather small. The first thing I want to do is I want to go to the square tool. The square tool is here on the left side of my screen. It's called a rectangle. When you click it, you have other options. I want to go to the rectangle tool. At the bottom, on my ground, I want to click and hold and drag. In the lower corner of the screen, you can see how large that square is. The dimensions are there. Anytime that it says square, you know that it is an exact square. I can let up. Now I want to pull that square up using the push-pull tool. Here's the push-pull. It looks like this. When I click it, I have other options. I want to, again, go to the very first one, push-pull. I'm going to put my mouse on that square and lift up. Click and hold and drag up. And again, I don't want to lift up too far. In the lower right-hand corner, you can see the distance. My distance is about 1 foot. That's good for my birdhouse for today. I'm going to let up. Now I want to zoom around. To zoom around my object, I can go around this orbit tool. The orbit tool is at the bottom of my toolbox. I'll click orbit. And again, I have other things that I can choose from. First, I'm going to choose the orbit tool. This is going to allow me to move around on my screen. I can look underneath it, and I can look on top of it. Another thing that I can do on this orbit tool is I can go to the hand. The hand is going to move from side to side. I can also use 2 fingers on my mouse pad to zoom in and out. I'm going to now go back to my orbit tool, and I'm going to move a little bit off to the side. To make the roof today, I'm going to draw it in with the pencil. I'm going to go to my pencil tool. It's called line. And again, I can make a straight line with the pencil or a curved line. This time it's going to be just a pencil. I'm going to start at the top of my box. Make sure that it's on the midpoint. I'm going to click and hold, and I'm going to drag to the side. This is also going to be on the midpoint. Then I'm going to make another line from the top to the other opposite side to the midpoint. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to my push-pull once again. I'm going to push this side back all the way. Push the other side back as well, all the way. Now I've made my slanted roof of my house. The next thing I want to do is I want to make a roof for my birdhouse. I'm going to take the push-pull, and I'm going to pull up on the roof. And again, I want it to be about 1 inch. Now I'm going to orbit around to the other side. Again, I'm going to push-pull the side up about 1 inch. Now very carefully, I'm going to orbit to the top. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And I'm going to take the crosshairs, this move tool. I'm going to use the move tool, and I'm going to put my mouse right on the first top edge point. I'm going to click and hold, and I'm going to drag in. I'm going to use the other side, and I'm going to click and hold, and I'm going to drag in as well. That's going to complete my peak of my roof. Now I'm going to draw in some lines. I'm going to back up a little bit and orbit. I'm going to draw in a couple lines for my pencil to the top edge, to the bottom edge, top, bottom on the other side as well. I'm going to orbit, and I'm going to pull out the roof. Push, pull this side out, and pull this side out. Now I can also do this to the back edge of my birdhouse as well. Orbit around, draw in my lines first, then I'm going to orbit around once again, push, pull, out. I can also pull the eaves down as well if I wanted to. Orbit around, pull them out. Orbit back around to the front of the birdhouse. This is going to be a blue birdhouse, and I know the hole for the blue birdhouse has to be about 1.5 inches. Now I'm going to go to my rectangle again, only I want to do a circle. I'm going to click and hold right in the middle of my birdhouse, click and hold, and I'm going to drag out. Again, I want about 1.5 inches. Now to make the hole, I'm going to use the push-pull, and I'm going to push the hole in just a little bit. I'm going to use my eraser tool to get rid of the inside. Now I can orbit around to see the inside of the birdhouse. One final thing that I want to do for my birdhouse is to make a perch. Clicking on the circle, below the hole, smaller than the hole, I'll push-pull out just a little bit. Now again, I can go to my materials, and I can color in my birdhouse, clicking on the paint that I want and clicking on the sides, orbiting around to get all of the sides. You can paint it. You can add a rooftop to it. I'm going to zoom back out a little bit. Hopefully this will explain a little bit better to you, a little bit slower of a process to make the birdhouse. Good luck. Let me know if you have any trouble. Thanks again.